Wow. Isn't that just an amazing, amazing video? Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the call, everyone. I am your host, Latoya Landry, and it has been a while, but I am back to welcome everyone to this amazing call tonight. Again, my name is Latoya Landry. I will be your host. And if everyone would please just state in the chat where you're calling from or chiming in from, rather, and who you are. I would love to introduce you. Let's see here. I don't see anyone on Facebook yet, but in the Zoom chat, looks like we have none other than Mr. Dale Boudreaux. He's out of Louisiana. Welcome to the call, Mr. Boudreaux. We also have, let's see here, Amanda Shoel. Welcome to the call, chiming in from, doesn't say here. But again,
DMV.
welcome, the DMV.
From the DMV.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the call, Amanda. Let's see here. We also have Barbie Tresnack. Welcome to the call. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chiming in from Chandler, Arizona. Welcome to the call. Let's see here. We also have Jeremy Dennis from Festus, Missouri. You're in my neck of the woods. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm in Missouri as well. All right, all right. We have Miss Carla Guinn in Maryland. Welcome to the call, Carla. Hey, Carla. We have Jessica Calderon from Colorado. Welcome to the call, Miss Jessica. Amanda. Okay, she just posted she's in the DMV. Thank you, Amanda. We also have Retha May from the Land of Enchantment, New Mexico. I love that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Philip from Jacksonville. Welcome to the call. We have Leslie Johnson. Welcome to the call, Leslie. Good to see you as well. Some of these names are so familiar. Frank Mays from Norman, Oklahoma. Welcome to the call. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. We're almost getting to the point where we're going to get started so that I can introduce you guys to our amazing presenter, our speaker tonight. It looks like we are right at the top of the hour. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and introduce to you a very special, amazing young lady. She is a servant leader by nature. She also has led and grown teams, helping others as well as myself achieve multiple goals. She has mastered the skill of edification and has taught others, including myself, this valuable skill as well. She has a passion for helping others that is truly genuine. I have had the pleasure of working with this beautiful young lady for years now, and I admire her honesty, loyalty, and character. But what I love most about her is that when it comes to leadership, I have seen how she takes pride in mentoring, coaching, and edifying others to help them reach their goals. And the value she has added to my life is worth its weight in gold. So, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to step out of the way of greatness and introduce to you one of our very own, Miss Carley Guinn. Go ahead and take it away, Carley.
Thank you so much, Miss Latoya Landry. I appreciate you so much for jumping on tonight and hosting the call. You did a phenomenal job, and thank you for that warm and beautiful introduction. I was about to be like, hold on, let me make sure I got my tissues over here. But no, in all seriousness, I really appreciate you and thank you for that introduction. Before you jump off, I do want to just make sure that I'm sharing my screen correctly. So let me go ahead and do that so that I can make sure we are good to go. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen okay?
I do.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the call tonight. As Latoya said, my name is Carley Guinn. I am originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but I am chiming in tonight from Orlando, Florida, where I very gratefully reside now, so I don't have to worry about, she said it's raining up there, storms. It was interrupting her internet sometimes, and Thankfully, right now, I don't have to worry about that. Very grateful for the leadership of this company and this opportunity that has helped me to be able to live where I've always wanted to live. I'm a huge Disney fanatic, and I love the ocean and the beach. That's where I find my when I want to have a zen moment, that's where I want to go. The beach, I'm sure we all have those places. Probably some of you guys on the line can relate to that. So anyway, a little bit about me. My background is in makeup artistry. I also have a background in sales. And to be quite honest with you, I am going to share this phenomenal opportunity with you tonight, but I want to be transparent and say to you that when BYLD came across my computer, when it came across my phone, my desk, whatever you want to say, I was entrepreneured out, okay? I was sales and network marketing out. I really was not looking to get back into the industry at all for a lot of different reasons. I just was quite frankly burnt out. Maybe some of you guys on the line can relate. But when I saw the magnitude of the opportunity and what we have our hands on and what the leaders of BYLD are bringing to the table and how different it is from anything else that's out there, I said, you know what? I have to be a part of this. I cannot miss this moment because I know if I do, I will look back and I will absolutely 1000% regret it. So if you're on the line and maybe you're like me, you're like, you know what? I'm on here, but I just don't know. Well, just bear with me, stay with me, and I have faith that by the end of the call, you will see what I saw, okay? So with that, we're going to jump right in. The company, the opportunity that we're going to talk about is BYLD Network. We're going to help you build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth. So one of the things that makes this opportunity different is it gives you the opportunity to have a high ticket brokerage, okay? So that was one of the biggest things that spoke to me. And a lot of the other opportunities I was a part of, the products and services were phenomenal. I loved them. The leadership was awesome. But quite frankly, because they were low ticket sales, there's only so much profit margin that's there for you to be able to earn. So unless you're someone who has a desire to and is willing to put in the work to build a big team of people, your sales were really kind of capped because again, there was only so much profit margin because most of those products and services were low ticket. Well, this is high ticket, which is completely different, right? The profit margins are there where even if you decide, you know what, I don't want to build a team, I don't want to work with people, I don't want to participate in that, you can still build a huge 6 and 7 figure income just off your own efforts through high ticket sales. Okay, so it's totally different than anything that's out there. It's a huge opportunity. We have 4 high ticket verticals, so you can work with all of them. You can choose your favorites and focus on those. It's entirely up to you, but each of them have huge income earning potential that we're going to talk about here in a moment. So again, I love that about BYLD, and this is one of the biggest things that makes us different than anything that's out there. So why build a business? Okay. Because quite frankly, no one is coming to save you. You are the captain of your own ship. You are the head of your own family's finances, right? No matter what is happening in the world, no matter what is happening with politics or anything, you are the one that's at the helm and at the captain's wheel of your ship. So you have to realize that it's up to you to create and generate different revenue streams for you and your family so that if one happens to go away, you have other revenue streams to tap into that you're not sitting there wondering, how am I going to eat, right? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to do the things that I want to do? Take all the trips that I want to take, buy the things that I want to buy, right? Be able to invest in my health or my growth or whatever it is that's important to you that you want to make sure you have finances for. You are in control of that. Entrepreneurship used to be a should, but now it has become a must. there is not a lot of people out there that I meet that don't have multiple things going on, multiple jobs. They have a job and they have a gig economy opportunity, right? They're building something on the side to replace their income, right? It's something that you just have to really focus on, because you don't want to be dependent on your job and put your life in the hands of other people. Again, we live in the age of the gig economy. I think people out there they get a taste and they see people living a life of freedom, and they want to know how they can do that too. But also there's people out there that just want to know, hey, I just want to earn an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month, right? An extra $5,000 a month, whatever it is. People are turning to gig economies. They're looking for opportunities to be able to do that. You can see here that 13.5 billion people looked and searched for how to start a business. Guys, there's that many people out there looking for what we have. It's selfish if we don't share it with other people so that they have the opportunity to capitalize on a high ticket brokerage themselves, right? There's people out here who are doing Uber, Etsy, Airbnb, Shopify because they want or they need to make additional income. But again, we have a better way to help them to be able to do that with having their own high ticket brokerage. So what to look for in a business opportunity? Guys, you got to know what to look for when it comes to opportunities. So we're going to show you, you want to look for industries with a big target market and that have low market penetration, okay? You want to look for things that are essential goods and services. So things that people have to have every day, like gas, electricity, and water. Those are non-negotiables, right? Someone's not going to cut those things out if money gets tight. They have to have those things. Industries that will thrive in a good and bad economy. Again, when things get tight for someone, you don't want your product or service to be an extra that they're going to cut out if they have to decide, okay, this is how much money I have coming in. Now, where am I going to put it, right? You want to make sure that what you have your hands on in your business is something that's a must have, right? So we offer all of those things with BYLD Network. Oh, I think I missed the page. Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. So now we're going to talk about our services, okay? So we're going to talk about some of the income earning potential that's out there when it comes to the different verticals that we have. So first and foremost is Encore Solar, okay? That is the biggest by far income earning potential that you have as far as like the high ticket sale itself, okay? You're going to get paid anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 per sale with Encore Solar and Freedom Forever, okay? So that's huge. With just one sale a month, that would replace some people's full-time income on their job, right? With just one sale. And so I know for me, I'm not stopping at one sale if I'm making $6,000 to $10,000 per sale, right? How many of you guys would agree, right? Why would you stop at one sale when you have the whole month, okay? But even if you were like, you know what? I just want to coast by and I'm just going to make that one sale. $6,000 to $10,000 for just one sale in a month. That's not bad, right? That's pretty good. So now let's look at ADT and Brinks Home Security, okay? With home security, which again is, in my opinion, something that people need, all right? In this day and time, people, when things get tight, money gets tight, people start making bad decisions sometimes, right? So sometimes crime goes up. So you want to make sure you're securing your home, securing your property, and protecting your family. And so with the ADT Brinks Home Security sales, you're going to make anywhere from $500 to $700 per sale. So you can see how these sales will really start to add up and how you can get to that 6 and 7 figures, even again, just on your own efforts, if you choose not to build a team and help other people. But I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that as well. But anyway, we'll get more into that later. So now Let's look at one of my personal favorites, Rain H2O. Okay, if you know anything about me, for those of you on the line that do, you know I'm a water snob. Got to make sure I've got clean water. It always been something that's important to me. One of the first things that I would do when I traveled somewhere is I would go get really high quality water at like Whole Foods or somewhere like that. I have a certain spring water that I would always love to drink. But now, of course, we have our Rain H2O system, the best out there, the best alkaline reverse osmosis water out there. And you're going to earn $1,000 to $2,100 just for helping someone improve the quality of their water in their home, which, guys, our bodies are made up mostly of water. It's so important. Like, this makes such a difference when you have clean water for your skin, for your hair, and again, for your health. I believe I saw a video yesterday that the gentleman said that majority of the water, like almost 100% of the water that's tap out there, has a percentage of microplastics in it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to drink microplastics. And so when you think about that, like, no one should really be drinking or consuming tap water. And quite frankly, I don't want to bathe in it or shower in it either. So everyone needs Rain H2O. And again, you can earn $1,000 to $2,100 for every Rain H2O sale that you make. And then, of course, we have residual income through the Smart Money Club, because we're not just about helping you to have high ticket sales and earn high ticket commissions, right? But we're also about helping you to save your money, to grow your money, to know what to do with your money, to be able to improve your credit if you need that, to know how to utilize credit, right? So you're going to get residual income from everyone who's a part of and enrolled in the Smart Money Club as well, okay? So let's talk solar, right? We talked about the commissions that you can earn from solar. Let's take a closer look at that. So why get involved in the solar industry? Well, the size and timing of the opportunity. There's 130 million homes in the US. Approximately 5 million have gone solar, but 90 million are eligible for solar. So that's 85 million homes that are eligible and currently still without solar. Wouldn't you agree that that is a really significant portion of the market that's still out there for grabs that we can take advantage of and help these families, help these homeowners while helping ourselves at the same time, right? That's a win-win for everybody. I don't know if y'all saw today, but I saw online, I happened to be doing a little scrolling, you know how we do that sometimes. I think it was on TikTok. And I saw that in Spain and Portugal this week, those countries had an entire blackout, the whole country, pretty much majority of the country. I was like, wait a minute, is this real? So then I Googled it and I saw that, yes, that actually happened. That is real. It actually happened. And I thought to myself, they need builds over in Spain and Portugal, right? They need solar over there. I can't imagine, like, immediately I was like, oh my gosh, for anybody out there that doesn't have solar, like, you need it ASAP, because what if it happened here? If it happened there, it could happen here. And if you have solar, you're not tripping. You're not worried about it, because why? You have solar power, so you still have electricity. So the opportunity is huge and it's very necessary. So why solar for consumers? Again, they're going to save up to 50% on energy costs, right? So it's going to put money back in their pocket, all right, just for going solar. And at some point in time, it's going to eliminate that bill for them as a whole, because their solar will be paid off. And that's what they'll be using, is their solar. 0% down with various different financing options. So we have options for everyone. Blackout protection using specific batteries. Again, you just heard me say 2 countries, Spain and Portugal, this past week had 0 electricity, 0, right? People stuck in trains, not able to have any kind of light or cook or air or heat or whatever. Again, being able to offer people protection from being a part of a blackout is tremendous, in my opinion, tax credits, receive a tax credit of 30%, an immediate increase in their home's value. That's huge, right? And clean energy, knowing that the energy that they're utilizing is going to be better for the environment in the long run. In 2022, someone went solar every 44 seconds. That's pretty quickly, right? That's a lot of people going solar. I would be very curious, and if someone that's on the line knows in the chat, how often someone went solar in 2024, I would absolutely love to know that number, and I'm sure it is faster than 44 seconds. But guys, this opportunity is huge. Again, not just for us as someone who's a part of the high ticket brokerage, but also for the consumer who it's going to add a tremendous amount of value for as well. So what do you see here? Yes, houses, right? But what I see and what I would encourage you to see is opportunity, right? Homes that need solar, homes that need home security, homes that need rainwater systems, and you who can help them to get each and every one of those things, which is going to put them in a better position and is also going to help to set your family up as well. Again, it's a win-win for you and for the consumer. So here's some testimonials, customer testimonials. So this customer is in California, and you can see that's a real home. $287 a month before solar was their electricity bill. After solar, $148 a month. So that's quite a savings for this customer that they're having every single month. And the commission on this deal, $6,400. So if you completed this deal all around yourself, you're going to earn that full $6,400 commission. If you're working with a mentor, you're going to split that commission, $3,200 for you, $3,200 for the mentor. So again, the mentor is doing all the heavy lifting. They're actually, working with the client, helping them to get everything set up, figured out. You're bringing that lead, bringing that referral to the table and earning $3,200 just for generating that lead and bringing them to the table. That's not a bad deal at all, if you ask my opinion, whether you're getting the full commission or you're just getting half of it, the $3,200. Another customer testimonial for my people in Florida down here with me, right? So $410, this person's electricity bill before solar, which if you've ever lived in the Florida in the summertime, those electricity bills can be up there, okay? I literally had a 2-bedroom apartment last summer, and 1 month my electricity bill was like $263 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Crazy. And after solar, this person was $290 their electricity bill. Again, huge difference. And at some point, those will go away because they're not going to be paying their solar bill anymore either. It'll be paid off. Commission on this deal, $8,200. So again, phenomenal commission. And again, if you're doing the whole deal yourself, $8,200 for you. And if you're working with a mentor as a mentee, you're going to make $4,100 and they're going to make $4,100 for helping you. Huge, significant income, whether you're, again, splitting it or getting the full commission. So again, let's talk about energy costs over time, okay? So again, today's energy payment is going to be maybe $150. In 10 years, you're going to have that 6 to 8% annual increase every year. $300, because I don't know about you, but my electricity bill has never gone down, like not in a significant way. Maybe if I'm more conscious about how much electricity I'm using, it'll go down slightly, or, in a different season or something, if you live somewhere where it's really, really hot or really, really cold. But overall, it's not really going down. It's increasing every single year, right? So again, $300, and then in 30 years, $1,500, right? For the same electricity that you were using back here. Meanwhile, they're taking your funds as an electric company and investing your funds into solar. So you're buying the electric company's solar that then they're going to turn around and sell back to you. Because again, that cost is $225,000 in total electricity costs over that 30-year time span. Approximately 54,000 by going solar is what you're going to spend or invest rather. And so that's $171,000 in savings. And remember, you are going to be able to lock in a tax credit, and you have no money down options, and you're going to be able to decrease your electricity bill over time. So I don't know about you, but I've always heard that I don't want to take advice from someone I wouldn't trade places with, right? Well, when it comes to a bank account, I definitely would trade places with Warren Buffett, right? I'm sure you guys would agree. And Warren Buffett said, energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. And I know I personally plan to be a huge part of that. And I'm going to capitalize on that wealth building opportunity for myself and my family. I would encourage you to do the same. Right now, I'm going to turn the call over to someone who has been in this game for a while and who has had a great amount of success. Okay, he's a family man, and he's building this business to build a foundation for his future family to come. He has earned a sustainable six-figure income in the solar industry over the last 6 years by helping other consultants run a sustainable business and helping homeowners make the switch to a cleaner future. Not only has he been pretty successful for himself, but he accredits that success to making a significant impact in the lives of others. And he has a goal to help 1,000 families create a sustainable 6 to 7 figure income within the next 10 years in this industry. What I love and appreciate most about him is he is absolutely a great professional. He always brings that positive energy and always is on point with every single thing that he does. He is absolutely out here helping people to win big, and I love that about him. So please help me introduce. Let me introduce to the line someone that is leading the national expansion of BYLD, Mr. Idiris Alaka.
Yes, Miss Guinn, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir, I can. Please take it away.
Absolutely. And before I even start, I just want to give it back up to you for doing such a phenomenal job. Once again, amazing professional presentation to share with all of the guests on the line exactly what we do, how we do it. So please just show some love to Miss Guinn for, taking us through that process. And I'm actually charged to now transfer over to talk a little bit more about the financial side, about from all of the products and services that was mentioned earlier. Now, how do we actually take advantage of that from the financial aspect? And just to piggyback off of what Ms. Guinn said, as far as energy deregulation from Mr. Warren Buffett himself, I want everyone on the line right now to just think about, 10 years ago, how many electric vehicles did you see on the road, right? Probably not many, maybe one. But now as you go outside, you can't see, you see a bunch of them, right? All different brands, all different colors, and all over the place, right? But in addition to that, I just read an article in Barron's the other day, basically saying that Walmart, they're now putting EV chargers in all of their, parking lots, following the lead of the liking of, Target. Right. And why would a company do this? Right. Because the world is making that transition. And this embodies what's taking place, is embodying this quote right here from Warren Buffett. And the beautiful thing about this is that everyone on the line gets a chance to benefit and partake in that wealth transfer that's literally happening right in front of us. So as mentioned, I'm charged to talk a little bit this evening about how we get paid, right? And there's so many different ways. There's 7 different ways to actually earn with us in our company, but I'm going to talk about a few. And as I jump into that, you're going to hear some common words tonight, right? And it's going to be help, right? So the first way you can help, or the first person you can help, is going to be yourself, right? With personal sales, as you go out and help more homeowners reduce their electricity costs, you can help yourself by earning literally 70% of that $10,000 average install cost, or I should say profit, and you'll actually make that $7,000 yourself, right? So a great situation to be in for those really looking for a career in the solar industry moving forward. But in addition to that, here's helping yourself. You can also decide to actually help others, right? And grow as a mentor here in our company, right? So to become a mentor, right, all you would need to do is close your first three sales with a solar mentor and solar specialist. After that, you're now in a position where you can close your own. So once you close your first five, you take a company certification. Now you're in position to help people, not just on your team, but people literally across the country and across the company as well, right? Literally just imagine waking up, having deal after deal after deal with people wanting you to help them with, helping their family reduce their electricity costs, right? And it's not just solar mentors. Obviously, we're talking about, the water mentors, and alkaline water system mentors, in addition to the home security mentors as well. But here's how to actually become a mentor in our company. And just to go through a quick example of what this actually looks like, let's say as a mentor, you went ahead and you helped four other people get started in the business, and you helped them, right, just close their first three deals, right? So I love this because it's simple math, right? Everyone can see these numbers, right? We take four, multiply it by three, and now we have 12, right? So 12 families that we actually helped reduce their electricity bill. And by you making an average of $3,500 per transaction per household, this is a commission of over $42,000. Now, whether you decided to do this in a week, you decided to do this in a month, whether you decide to do this in a quarter, an additional $42,000 in income on top of any and everything that you're already doing is a great situation, right? And once again, here's how we could just continue to help more and more people, right? So as you are starting to build and grow your business, here's where we have team building overrides, right? So everyone starts off as a consultant where you'll be able to make a 20% override on everyone on the team. But as you once again help more people, you now grow into that manager level where you get now 30% overrides from all of the frontline people that you bring on board, but an additional 10% of on everyone on the team, right? And once again, as you grow to the director level, we have some amazing directors within the company. We're now talking about 35% overrides and executive director level at 40, national director at 45. Once again, the more people you help, the bigger the team you grow, the more you'll actually get paid in that process, right? So just imagine earning overrides from anywhere between $200 to $2,000 on, tens of hundreds of people within the organization. If your mind can believe that big, then, this is actually for you if you're looking to build a team. Right now, as I mentioned earlier, there's some people who are looking just to help themselves, and you don't have to build a team. But for those who actually are, you can actually do that. And at our executive director levels, you now get a chance to participate in a different source of income, which is a company-wide pool. Right. And here's where you can actually earn anywhere between 2 to 5% of the company's growth. Right. So what does that mean? As the company grows, as the company expands, as they open up in new markets, as they open up in new countries, you actually get a chance to take advantage of all of that, literally by just building your dreams, right? So this is the team override aspect. But just to give you an example, I know I mentioned hundreds and hundreds of deals, right? But let's use a simple example, right? As a manager, with just 10 consultants on your team, and those 10 just doing one deal each for the month, all right? Now, out of those 10, let's say four came from your first level, just meaning that you personally brought them on board, and the other six coming from the rest of the team. We're now looking at over $6,000 in overrides, right? Just from that activity, right? And I love pointing this out because in that example, you didn't even close a deal on your own, right? Not even one deal. But if you did, and you added that $7,000 on average commission to the 6,300, we're now looking at over $13,000 in earnings, right? Literally by just 10 deals plus your own being closed, right? Some people don't make this in a quarter, right? This is what you're able to do literally by just helping 10 families reduce their electricity bill. Now, this is a smaller example. Now let's give you the grand example as well. As a director, right? Now, as a director with the same 10 consultants, right? This is the grand example. We went from those 10 doing one deal a month to now doing two, right? That's the great difference. And obviously that's 20 deals within the whole organization. But once again, if 8 coming from your first level and the other 12 coming from everywhere else, now we're talking about closer to about $14,000 in income, right? This is where some of those decisions start to be made on whether people should continue to stay at where they are and do this business part-time, or whether you start making that decision of could this be a full-time opportunity for you, right? So we're talking about $14,000 literally just from the overrides from those 20 deals. But once again, you add your one deal, right? Another $7,000 to the table. We're now talking close to 21,000, right? And we're just talking about one deal. Once again, there's managers in our company right now. There's directors in our company right now doing 5, 10, 15, 20 deals literally in a month on top of everything that their team is doing as well. It's a huge opportunity here. Won't call their bank account out and don't want anyone to get, this is why we have home security. But anyway, the point is, once again, there's a lot of people doing a lot of great things, and you have the chance to take a part of that as well. So from everything that you just seen from myself and Ms. Guinn, once again, you could actually get started as a consultant with us for one time $149. And then $99 a month. That gives you access to the nationwide solar business, nationwide ABT business, all of the tech and the training, whether you're looking to actually refer deals over and or learn how to sell on your own. But I'm really more excited about the value that our builder package actually comes with, right? Let's just actually jump into that. I really want you to pay attention to the information that we go over next, so you really see and understand the value that the builder position comes with, right? But the Smart Money Club. Now, I love talking about this because, once again, this is a company that not only teaches people how to make money, which is amazing, right? And most companies will attest to that. We help out people make a lot of money, but a lot of companies don't teach people how to keep the money in their bank accounts, right? A lot of companies don't teach people how to invest money, right, for future growth. And a lot of people don't teach, once again, how to grow their money in different smart investments, hence the Smart Money Club. So for those who are looking to take advantage of, just different financial literacy and things of that nature, we actually have the financial mastery, right? Where you can literally learn the basics of finance. So things like rebuilding your credit, tax planning, being your own bank, and tax-free retirement, right? The reality is so many baby boomers, in the mix right now who are at that age of retiring, but don't necessarily know how to retire, don't know how much they need to retire. And not only do we coach this on a weekly basis, but you actually have access to these coaches and trainers and financial experts that can teach you the basics of everything you need to know to get where you want to go financially. Now, that's all from the personal side. But in addition to that, for my business owners, right, we have business mastery. So for those looking to, and who are already, I should say, running a business. So we have entity structuring, learning how to establish a corporate credit, access to capital, learning the difference between good and bad debt. Just to give you a quick example, spoke to my accountant the other day, and he said, listen, you're in an upward trajectory, right? You probably want to think from switching from an LLC to an S Corp. Now, once again, he was just saying a bunch of letters to me. I didn't know what he was talking about. I did. But my point was, that's not information that I know and I study all day, but having a resource where I could actually refer to someone where they could give me the right advice so I can put my business in the right structure, once again, so I can save on taxes moving forward in my business. Once again, that's priceless. So just this alone, the Smart Money Club, is a huge value just to have in your back pocket if you're looking to grow in life, just in general. But that's not all we have. In addition to the Smart Money Club, we also have the BYLD Member Rewards Club as well. So if you like to eat, which everyone on the line does, right? We have access to over 50,000 restaurants where you can get discounts on every single day, right? If you like to shop, we have access to over 150,000 plus retailers all around the country that you can actually shop at. But what I really love about our BYLD membership, rewards membership club, is the travel program, right? Having access to over 850,000 travel providers all over the world. Right? So imagine once again having our membership not only benefiting from referring deals over, not only benefiting from, being able to close high ticket sell items and help families reduce their electricity costs, protect their family, and help them drink a cleaner, more suitable water. Not only having, the financial literacy aspect, but in addition to that, being able to travel the world and having a membership that literally allows you to get your own free vacation at the end of the year just for having our membership, right? There's so much value in what we have and what we offer. Now you get a chance to take advantage of that as well, right? Just from the BYLD Rewards Club, you could save anywhere between $2,500 to $3,500 per year. And to be honest, I think that's lowballing it, because if you use it on a regular basis, you'll see how much you'll be able to save every single day, right? And not only help yourself, but help your family and help those on your team as well, right? But for those who have the big goals and the big dreams, right, this is for you, right? And it's called our dual team bonus. So if you're looking to, once again, those with the big goals and the big dreams, if you're looking to really build that business that can pay you residually, right? Where you can do something once and continue to get paid for it forever. All you have to do is build through our dual team bonus, right? So team one, team two, and then just build down from there, right? I like to call it what's your freedom number, right? What number will allow you to actually have the freedom financially that you're looking for in your life, right? Is that $8,000 a month? Is that $25,000 a month, right? If you compare what we do with some other people out there, you'll see the big difference between, the numbers here of growing a business, but then also what they're able to pay you. So getting paid out anywhere between $500 to $250,000 a month, right? A month. This is not, this is in addition to all of the other, sales that are being made in your organization, all of the other overrides that are being made in your organization, in addition to having residual income as well, right? On a monthly basis, in addition to having the matching bonus. And what does the matching bonus mean? Here's what it means. The more people you help, the more money you make, right? I told you I was going to hear that word a lot, right? So if you're in the business of helping people and growing as a person, as a business owner, but just growing as a leader, then you're in the right place, literally at the right time as well, right? So you have all of this to take advantage of as well. So once again, this is why I said that the builder, package has so much more to offer, right? It's only a one-time $199 investment, and then literally from there, a $99 investment every single month after. And what does that do? It allows you to have access to your own nationwide solar business, your own home security business, access to, once again, all of the tech, all of the training, if you want to know and learn and grow in your profession. But in addition to that, the BYLD Rewards membership, the Smart Money Club membership. And for those who are looking to build, right? If you actually bring on your first four other, builders with you, the company will actually waive your $99 investment, right? So now you get a chance to do all of this with no money out of pocket, right? So once again, our Encore solar division for residential solar and commercial solar, our ADT Brinks for home security, Rain H2O, Smart Money Club, BYLD Rewards Club. There's so much value and more to come, right? So what I want to do right now is I want you, actually, if you're a guest on the line, I want you to do this. I want you to first and foremost, as soon as we get off, I want you to call the person who invited you on, and I want you to thank them, right? And I really sincerely mean this. Thank them for thinking enough of you to invite you onto the call for you to see this information. And then once you thank them, let them know whether you are, a one, someone who maybe you want to be a client and take advantage of one of our services, right? So let them know whether you want to be a client. Two, whether you just want to possibly refer some business to them as well. Or three, you actually see the vision of where, not just where we're at today, but where we're going in the future. And you want to actually be a part of that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely appreciate everyone jumping on, everyone's being on the phone, on the line with us tonight to hear everything that we have to offer from BYLD. Once again, let the person who invited you on know whether you're one, client, two, you would just like to refer, or three, you would actually like to build with us. With that, take care, take charge, have an amazing night. I look forward to working with you all in the future. Bye bye for now.